Hello and welcome to my kitchen. I'm Judith. Today I'm going to do a variation on one of my favorite lamb dishes. So normally I would do a leg of lamb with butter beans and apricots. Well, since lamb is getting really expensive these days, and we just had lamb last night, I'm going to use chicken. So it's going to be chicken, butter beans, leeks, and baby spinach. And just for fun, we're going to throw in a head of garlic. So let's get started. So first off, we are going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil to the pan, which is nice and hot. And then we are going to add our chicken pieces and get them nice and browned. So I have 3 chicken thighs and 4 chicken legs, drumsticks. You could do this with chicken breast, cut up whole chicken, whatever bits and pieces suit your fancy, or what you happen to have in the fridge. And I'm just trying to get some oil on each piece so everybody is wonderful, nobody's feeling left out. And we're going to let those brown. And then turn them over and let the underside cook for a bit. And we'll be back when we have to turn them. Alright, our chicken has had about 6 minutes or so on this side, and I am using a non-stick pan, so they do take a while to brown. Not terribly brown. Not too bad. Okay, we're going to brown the second side. Oh, that one's good. There we go. We're not doing too badly. One thing people forget about with a no-stick pan is you can't really turn the heat up as high as you would on a regular pan, like on a cast iron or a stainless steel. But if you give it enough time, it will do the job. I particularly like this pan because it will go in the oven at a high temperature, whereas your no-stick pans, if they have a plastic handle, you're kind of limited on the temperature you can use them in. Your oven can't be above 350 Fahrenheit. This can go in at anything. Alright, our chicken is pretty much ready to move to the next step. But first off, we're going to add our garlic in there. Let it color a little bit before we add our leeks. Okay, that literally only takes 1 or 2 minutes to color the garlic. We're going to move it out of the way. And then we're going to add the leeks. Now, if you've never used leeks before, they are a little bit oniony, but not quite that strong. You do need to cut off the dark green leaves and split them lengthwise so you can rinse them out, because there will be a lot of mud and dirt and sand inside them, no matter how carefully they were grown, just the way they are grown. So we're going to stir our leeks in, get them all mixed into the oil and the fat that's in the pan. The dark green part of the leaf is far too tough unless you're going to stew it for a long, long time. So you really want only the very light green and the white parts for this dish. Then we're going to add our liquids. Now I have I would be using a white wine. If I'm using lamb, I would use a red wine. This, I have a homemade wine that was gifted to me. I'm going to pour that in. And chicken stock. And yeah, it looks like quite a lot of liquid, but it's going in the oven with no lid at a very high temperature, so it will evaporate. We are also adding a couple of sprigs of thyme. I'm not putting bay in this one. Normally I put bay leaves in everything, but this one, no, does not need bay. So we want to get this up to a boil. So you can boil for just a couple of minutes. Just to make sure it's nice and hot. And then we're going to add our butter beans and spinach. Okay, now that we've got a good boil going on there, we're going to put in one 14-ounce can of butter beans. That's approximately 400 grams. And we are going to turn our oven up. So we're going to put our spinach in and tuck it in and around the chicken. And this is about 400 grams of spinach, baby spinach. So we turn this one off. Get this out of the way. Chicken in the oven. And there is our wonderful chicken and butter beans with spinach. It's still hot. It's still bubbling, you can see. So we're going to let it rest 5 to 10 minutes and then serve it up. And it's dinner time. So remember, we put that garlic in there. There it is, and the cloves just falling out. So we're going to put that aside. Ooh. I'm going to definitely get that garlic clove. Thigh, and some spinach, and a leg, a lot of butter beans. There we go. Let's see what we can split off this garlic here. Ooh, hot. You want to be careful with that. It's hot. There's another one. I know I have one in there. So 2 should be enough for me. Just put that there. And time to enjoy. This is my chicken version of what I usually do with lamb. It's chicken with butter beans and spinach, little white wine, a few other ingredients. It is absolutely heavenly. You can serve it with some potatoes or rice if you like, or a salad, but it is absolutely delicious just on its own. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and you will be notified as soon as I put up my next video. I will see you again soon with a new one. Thank you all for watching.